and Evander Holyfield. Why not? Let's go
Right.
there. You come out of the hospital, you agree to fight, you get on the plane to Texas. Pick up the story from there.
Man, so here I am, 24 hours away from one of the biggest fights in my career, to resurrect my fight. A lot of people like my inner circle, man, this is dangerous. I mean, you're dehydrated just 24 hours ago. You were hospitalized with 130-degree fever. A lot of people don't know this. But, in boxing, like I said, it's 80% mental, 20%. That fight, I said, man, trained my butt off because that fight I was dedicated to my mother-in-law, Sylvia Willis, which is my second mother, my wife's beautiful mom. She passed away months earlier before my fight with Holyfield, and I dedicated that fight in her honor. And it was just such a tragedy, my mother-in-law. But that's a fight that fueled me, that energized me because I was dedicated to my mother-in-law. As sick as I was, I know she was upstairs, gave me the energy, that day, that extra energy to, outbox a legend. And I did it, in the world boxes eye, majority of the people, thought I won that fight fair and square.
Mm. And you said something on Drew Titan's show that you thought. I know Press Row had you winning that fight when I was doing the articles, when I was reading the articles and stuff. But you said something that you thought Evander Holyfield had some help, PEDs, steroids on that.
Oh yes, yes, that was the kind. I mean, the list could go on and on. I mean, there's a lot of fighters that fought. Actually, my start going back to my first World Heavyweight Championship. People don't know. Back in the day, I'm pretty sure Mike, probably dib. I mean, I can't say, but all I know when I fought Chris Byrd, you know, he, I mean, I knew Chris Byrd in the amateur. I mean, this dude, I mean, slick, all that, strong. I mean, can't bust in there, but come to find out, he was on something. You know what I'm saying? It's sad. And the facts, unfortunately, those are the signs that you see when you've been taking steroids so many years. You start to deteriorate, major arthritis, shoulders replaced, I mean, poor Byrd. I mean, I wish him nothing but health, but his health deteriorated. I mean, he's in his 50s. I mean, he's like a, older person. It's just sad, but to see him, and a lot of people didn't know he was on that, and because of that, that's why his health declined drastically. It's just sad. I mean, I'd love to do an exhibition with Byrd and said, but I won't do that because, I mean, I'm just as healthy as I was when I fought him back in '03. He's not even half of what I mean, it's sad that he's thinking about fighting again and the way he sounds. I mean, he's into the cannabis and all that. I mean, okay, you do the edibles, all right, but when you smoke weed, that's why I be telling Mike, I haven't had a chance to tell him. I mean, you can have the greatest marijuana organic, I mean, hemp, roll. I mean, you can have all that. But check this out, my brother. When you smoke anything, and it can be anything, you're inhaling carbon monoxide. I mean, you're killing yourself. I mean, Bob Marley, man, God rest his soul, he used to do that religiously. Okay, that's natural. Yeah. But what people don't understand, carbon monoxide kills your lungs, man. Ain't no way around it, man. If you smoke weed, I mean, your life is gonna be pretty drastically changed in years to come, and that's why I encourage people. If you have aches, body aches, shoulder, whatever, pains, and arthritis, like I do, I got major arthritis, degenerative arthritis in my shoulders. The doctor told me, "Oh man, you have to replace your shoulders," because pretty soon, I mean, you're gonna have pain at all. I said, "What?" I'm into holistic. I ended up taking my glucosamine joint liquid straight, drinking it every day. I mean, I'm still here.
Right.
Look, I ended up fighting for the heavyweight championship at the age of 40, your age, and here I am today. Still supposed to be the mandatory contender, but here I am fighting injustices. But I feel great. I didn't have to do all this synthetic, artificial, steroidal stuff. I mean, that's what I encourage these guys. Hemp, this and that. Shannon Bray, let's go champ. With his steroid stuff. Why you think weed is the cure? I mean, it's not. It's carbon monoxide. It's facts. They had a a big article on Time Magazine about it, and I encourage and advise all you future fighters, champions, everybody. Smoking weed ain't the best route.
Right.
Edibles, legally, you'll be fine.
Okay. Now, when you were in the ring, how could you tell or believe that Evander Holyfield was positive, had some help? How could you tell?
I mean, he was actually your age when I fought, and I was 10 years younger. I was in my early 30s. He, like Mike Tyson told me before we fought, he has the season. He could hit. I mean, I felt his punches. I ain't gonna hold them back. And I'm like, man, for this man to be at that age and hit this hard and still be punching from round one, round five, and I was jabbing a jet. I mean, I was out boxing. I mean, I was throwing 1-2 all day, every day. I mean, catching, bam. I mean, you can see my picture in the back, bam. I mean, I busted. I mean, I was catching him, but for him to keep going strong, even though I sucked it up and still edged him in the last round, I mean, he had to be on something to keep fighting for that high energy level, at his age, and all the wars that he's been. It's not like me. I ain't been a great warrior. That's why Holyfield is well respected. He's a legend. I mean, he's fought Riddick Bowe, he's fought the monsters, in the boxing. But he took a lot of punishment throughout that journey. I didn't. That's why, thank God I'm sounding okay. But he took but that night when I fought him, he had to be on something. I mean, shredded, I mean, he was not as quick, but I mean, this guy was dangerous at all time. And that's why I was up in my P's and Q's, and I knew I had to outbox him.
Right. Right. We got DB, the co-host, is here, man. He's taking a weed break to holler at you, Frez, man. What's up?
Oh, man.